Good morning, children. Today we are going to see the next chapter, that is of natural resources. So before going to that, you know that what is meant by natural resources. So natural resource means what? The resource which we are getting from the nature, that is known as natural resource. So example, if it is there, so soil is there, stone is there, minerals, air, water, plants, animals on the earth. Yes, these all are the various kinds of natural resources. Yes. Now, next question is that what is meant by lithosphere? So, lithosphere is a sphere. It is made up of land or hard crust. Yes, which is present on in the earth. Yes, layer of land, that is known as a lithosphere. So, if you are seeing the natural resources in earth crust, so what is present in that which we are going to study in this lesson? Yes, again about the minerals, ore, metal, non-metal, again energy, minerals, what are they, what are the uses of that, ocean resources, all these details we will learn in this lesson. Again here, what is actually present in that? So here lithosphere is made up of land and hard crust beneath it. So lithosphere, whatever the layer is, that it is not a homogeneous layer. Homogeneous means it is one kind of, but lithosphere is not a homogeneous. It consists of many types of rocks are there, soil, stone, all things it is present, so it is a heterogeneous layer. So resources in the earth crust include minerals, ores, mineral oils, other fuels, rocks, water, element. These all are present in the lithosphere. Yes, metal, you know that metals, they are obtained from their extraction and purification, which we are using aluminum, ions. Yes, these all they are getting with the ore. So for that we need the extraction and purification, and then you are getting this metal. So these are along with the impurities, sand and soil in the ore, so that are known as gangue particles. So ore, if you hear, it consists of metal. Along with metal, it consists of the soil, sand, yes, carbonate, sulfate, these type of all impurities is there. When you will do the extraction and purification, then you are getting the pure metal. Means the metal, it is formed in the form of the compounds. Yes, some metals, they can occur in a free state in pure form. Yes, so here minerals and oils, what is we will see. So minerals wealth has very important place among the natural resources. Minerals are formed by the various process taking place in the environment. So the rocks on the earth are mainly made up of minerals. So these minerals can be obtained by the mining. Here they have shown the mining process, how they are doing. So yeah, you will go to YouTube video and see what is meant by the mining. They are doing for the getting the minerals. Yes, this by using this machine they are doing. Only few metals they are obtained in the free state. So they are gold, silver, copper, platinum, bismuth occur in a free state in the nature. So in the pure form. And majority of all metals, they are occur in the compound state. Means they are occurred within their sulfate carbonate state, and from there we have to extract and we'll get the metal. So mineral that contain high proportion of ore metal, this is very important. Definition of ore: the mineral that contain high proportion of metal is called as a ore, and it is the economical to obtain the metal from the ore. From that ore you can obtain the metal whatever you want. But if you want iron, then you need the iron ore only. If you want aluminum, then you want the aluminum ore only. Yes, so the majority of the properties then we can understood from their luster, color, hardness, shape. Yes, from that we can understood that metals. Yes, next part we'll see. Yes, how are the minerals formed? So this is important here. Four procedure they given. First, it is in that minerals they are formed by the lava. Lava eruption is there. Volcano. when they get cooled and they get transferred into crystals. That is one type of mineral. In that they give an example, magnetite and mica. Next is that the minerals, they are formed when a solid crystal remain behind after the process of evaporation, that is halite and gypsum. Again the minerals, they get transferred from one form to the another form due to the large change in the temperature and pressure, that is of diamond and graphite, children. Now next, some they are getting from the living organism. They can produce the inorganic minerals. They are producing the protecting shell, mostly in the ocean. Some living things, they are making shell conches in there by their protection of the body, and from that we are getting the inorganic minerals. Yes, so from these four we are getting the mineral. Next part is the classification of minerals according to their properties. Non-metal minerals, metal minerals, and energy minerals. These are the three classification of the minerals. So you know that here, if we are saying non-metal, so in that non-metal only comes. In metal minerals, the metal minerals will come, and in energy minerals, the energy minerals will come. So in non-metal, the mica, sulfur, gypsum, potash, graphite, diamond, feldspar, these all will come in non-metal minerals. So metal minerals, in that iron, gold, silver, tin, bauxite, manganese, platinum, tungsten, these all are in the metal. And energy minerals, in that coal, mineral oil, natural gas, these all will come in the energy minerals. So these are the three types of the minerals. Now gems and gems like minerals. So this is very, you know that these stones they are using in the ring or jewelries. So these have now great demand in the market. So these again some important minerals, ruby, yes, and jade. These all are the some name of that gems, yeah, which we are now in the market they have great demand. Yes. Now next it is of four that some important ores we will see here. What are there, how they are getting, and what are the use of that. This we will see here. First one is the iron ore. So iron ore, it consists of, means you want if iron, yes, iron which we are using mostly. So for that you need iron ore. So what is mean that? So iron ore occurring in the impure state is called as iron ore. So iron ore is used in variety of the articles. Varieties of articles means from fins which we are using to the heavy machineries in the factories. For example, farming implement is there, railways tracks are there, furniture, table, cupboard, bed, benches, all they are made up of from the iron. So here again they have shown. So everything mostly they are made up of from the iron only. Yes. Now next, so for that you need the four important ores of iron, that is of magnetite, limonite and cinderite. Magnetite, limonite and cinderite. So these are the four important ore of the ions, which are that magnetite, hematite, limonite and cinderite. So from that we are getting the iron. When you will do extraction, purification steps, you will get the iron from it. Yes. Now next it is of manganese. Again manganese, if you want, these are occur in the carbonate, silicate and oxide form. So the compound of the manganese are used in the preparation of medicine and for giving a pink tinge to the glass. Manganese is also used in electrical appliances. So for electrical appliances they are using. Yeah. Again they are getting in the form of carbonate, silicate and oxide. They are used in the medicine and for giving pink tinge to the glass also, and in the electrical appliances. Now next it is of bauxite. So bauxite is the most important ore, that is of aluminium. So 55% of aluminium is present in the bauxite. So bauxite is a important ore of aluminium, children, which we are getting. So bauxite consists of mainly aluminium oxide. So where is the aluminium used? So for by this properties means aluminium is a very good conductor of electricity and heat. Yes, that's why we are using in the electrical cables also, and it is having low density. That's why these are mainly used for making the aeroplanes part, transport of vehicles, and to make the electrical wires. Yes, so for that here aluminium is used, which we are getting from the bauxite. Now next it is that copper. So copper, you know that copper again it is found in impure state of that iron and other minerals along with it. So for that also you want you need the extraction and purification. So copper is a very good conductor of heat electricity. Therefore for making the electrical wires, yes, radios, telephones, vehicles, for kitchen utensils, statues, which we are using for the copper. So copper wires, if you are seeing, yeah, the coating is there on the plastic of that our cables. If you are removing in that, you can see that wires. Again in kitchens, we are using that copper for making pots, vehicle transports. Yes, in that also we can use radios, telephone wires. So in all we can use that copper. Now next it is of mica. So mica is a bad conductor of heat, electricity. Its value depends upon the thickness of its layer. So mica has a uses many in Ayurvedic medicine, dyes, electrical machines, equipment, wireless communication equipment. In that mica they can use because it is a bad conductor of electricity. So today we will stop here. In next video we can see the next part.